Two. Just gonna go and check me stream to see if I'm actually live. Where are we going here? Dee. Bum. Hello. Oh, hello, Spider. Hello, Nick as well. Now, I really don't expect many people to turn up for this one. Can everyone hear me okay? Well, people who are watching now, because it's the wrong time of the day. And everybody should be out enjoying the sunshine. Does the sound all right? Anyone? Spider? So all I'm doing today is what I'd normally do at this time of the day. It's just play around with some synths. Can hear you fine. It's pouring with rain. No, it's really sunny here in Cornwall in the UK. It's really nice. It's a lovely day. It's nice because it's Easter, so it's great for the people that have come down on holiday. So I'm just going to play with a load of different synths today on the iPad and have a mess around, just for fun. So I love the Synthmaster apps, I really do, and I get on really well with KV. But the sounds in Synthmaster Player, I find that you can just kind of just go to. Yes, Peter said, hi Douglas, I love the keyboard. Yeah, it's KeyStep, Arturia KeyStep's fantastic. In fact, let's do something cool with the KeyStep. So if we're in sequencer mode on the KeyStep, right? Okay, so it's plugged into the iPad, obviously, via the USB. So I hit record, I can... And then... I can change the gate time as well. And that has a fantastic arpeggiator too. Ooh. See, the cool thing with Synthmaster is you can pretty much find that this isn't just about Synthmaster. We'll have a look at lots of synths. Does anybody want to see anything in particular? Any synth or, synth app in particular? If I've got it on the iPad, I'll have a blast with it. Poly 6 legend. What, do you mean the Model D, Adri? Adri wants to see the Mini Moog, the Moog Model D. Yes, we can have a look at that. Let's see if we can find Model D. Model D, where are you, Moog? There you go. Okay, Moog Modal D. Is it modal or model? Moog Modal D. Let's see. Yeah, it is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic keyboard. Right, right. So we need to make some connections here. Let's see. Let's just see if we've got a settings. MIDI. Arturia KeyStep. There we go. It's pretty cool. Show some of the nice leads in the Mercurial Strategies pack. Cool beans. That's what we shall do then. Let's see. This is... So we want Mercurial Strategy. Oh, here we go. Mercurial Strategies 2. Is that right? Okay. So, let's see. I have to watch the volume. Moog is quite loud. That's like a game show thing, isn't it? I know. Let's record that sound as a sequence. Yes, yes. What we can also do with the KeyStep is once we've come out of recording, we're just playing. If I hold shift and octave, that allows me to transpose the sequence as it's playing. So I played it in C. It's how to pronounce Moog. It's Moog. But I have a mad tendency to say Moog a lot because that's what I kind of grew up saying. But there was a great video with Bob Moog, who he pronounces his name Moog. But there's also the Dutch, which is Moog or Moog or something like that. And then he said UK people and European people also say Moog a lot. But it's okay. So there's three ways to say it. But Moog is his preferred way to say the name. So that's a fab sound. See, Bad Intentions. Let's see. But also as well, you see, the argument could also be said is, although Bob Moog, many people, every time I say Moog, someone says, please pronounce it correctly, it's Moog. And I agree. However, even Moog the company, or Moog the company, if you like, use the word Moog as well. I mean, for instance, they produce a line of effects, Mooga Fuga. You don't say Moga Foga, do you? Or Moga Fuga. It's definitely, Moog is right. Moog is right. But, even the company recognized the fact that people say Moog as in Mooga Fugas. It's pretty hard to beat the Moogs for bass. I know you're probably getting compressed audio from YouTube. If it's too quiet or it needs to go up, let me know. That's a great sound. Listen to that up here. I'll tell you another good synth for bass is what's it? Here we go. Bassalicious. This has one of my all-time favorite bass sounds. This app, and it's called. If I can find it now, I always use this if I'm doing anything that's kind of like funky, deep MG funk here. And is it activated? Right, I need to MIDI sources, KeyStep. Is that the preset I'm on, is it? I can't tell. I think it is. Bit of resonance. Bit quiet, isn't it? I'll turn up a bit. Few adjustments to the with the historic Synth Masters pack. Yeah, I've done videos for that. It's great. What am I doing? Seem to have lost. Oh, here we're back. Bass could be louder. Some other good sounds in it as well. Bassalicious, you could use Bassalicious as a lead synth, obviously. You know, you don't need to use it as a bass synth. It's just that it kind of is good at basses. Don't know why they have to touch. So what else have we got here? Let's see. What's on this page here? Look. Oh, do you know what I put on the other day? Do you remember this? Celine Redux, although not necessarily a synth as such, but it's still going now. I'm not. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever used it in a trap, but gosh, it's good fun to play. So if I hit now. I hit play. Watson's having a bark. Listen, hey, it's cool beans. This is. Now there's a way to get it to. has that weird glitch when you change a patch. This app is called. Let me stop. Let me stop it. Make it stop. There we go. It's called Selene. It's called Selene Redux. Selene Redux. It's called. It's been out for ages and ages and ages, but it's good fun. It's good fun, but it has quite a few. I think it's not very expensive. It's just been updated. That's why I saw it. It's not an AUV3 or anything. It might be, Interapp audio or something. It's good for the laugh, though. It's good for fun. I like it. That's endless. That's that new thing, isn't it? Let's see what we got in here in music. Well, I'm looking for keyboards and stuff. I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh, I tell you what I want. I want to have a look at is. If I can find me Korg box, wherever it is. I don't know. Too many apps on here. No, that's me WhatsApp page. There's a thing that says Korg somewhere, and I can't find it. When I find it, I want to have a look at. Oh, come on, seriously? Seriously? Well, there's the Electribe. I'll be with you in a sec, guys. I know you've probably already seen it. Let's see. I thought it was we got this Kairas, Yorak, iGrand. Korg. Here we go. I wanted to have a look at where was our wave station. This is another super fun. Another super fun synth. Definitely turn that up. What would you like to have a look at? A module, Mark? Oh, listen to that. That's right, Baselicious is free, offers in-app purchases. What model iPad is that? Doug Gimbal just asked me what model iPad. You've convinced me to have a little dabble in iOS now. I'm usually just hardware and some more storage stuff through PC. This actual is the absolute basic entry model iPad, although it does have the slightly higher storage of 128 gig because there's a lot of apps and quite a lot of them are huge now, huge in size. So it's the 2018 iPad 9.7 inch, but with the 128 gig storage. But if you buy something like, now what they did was a really weird thing. They went from, with this model, And this model also is the only model so far, I think, that works with the Logitech Crayon. But I think the newer ones do as well. I'm honestly not sure because I haven't got them. But the what they did is you can get a version of 32 gig. Then it missed out 64 gig for some reason, and now I'd rather you hear mess with that. Actually, I have much. The 30, it goes from 32 gig up to and it again goes from 32 to 128, and I think you can get 256. So these are less than $400, or I think less than 400 quid, which is absolutely remarkable. And you've seen some of the sessions I've done with them. They're incredible. You can get a lot going on. So nice. Lovely jabbly. So we could record that. What I love about the Arturia KeyStep is the Arturia KeyStep possibly the best MIDI controller ever made. If this had full-size keys, a 5-octave keyboard, oh my, it would be amazing. Because the sequencer on this thing is absolutely brilliant because it's polyphonic as well as monophonic, and you can add stuff, append stuff. It has an arpeggiator, but so. So we're still in record mode. And then also, if I stop the actual record function, have it playing and hit shift and octave at the same time, I can play over the top of it. But that also works with separate MIDI channels as well. So. Cool beans and top bananas and great grapes. So what's great about Wave Station is if you want to get all these extra sounds. Strings and brass. Ooh, nice. Nice if you want to go all fanfare-y. The Arturia is great for this kind of video because you can see what I'm doing kind of thing on the keyboard, and you can also see the app. your pick is awesome. What latency with the iPad? No. Let me just get that to a sound. It's okay, play. No latency. Well, no latency playing, you know, the synths. No, enough. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Odyssey I, the Arp Odyssey I. I like this as well. I felt the space is brilliant in it as well. So let's see. Now there's a sound. one as well as I think is it Monopoly has something absolutely fabulous pads. If we go to the pads section, pads and strings. We don't have one. Or is it the effects? Not sure. There's a section is it here? SE and complex. That's epic, isn't it? Mono. Yes, please like the likes. Strike the like. Don't forget as well, we're doing a live stream tomorrow evening at 9 p.m, 2100 hours UK time for, oh yes, quiz night. Yeah, these streams are kind of like, I might stream later as well, or if I feel okay. I like doing a live streams. I really enjoy them because it's what I do. It's what I do. I like to mess around with the stuff, just as it is. And just to see, to show you how it sounds and all the rest of it. And yeah, it's all good. It's all good stuff, isn't it? Oh, I tell you what, I'll play my favourite lead sound. One of my favourite lead sounds of all time. If I can find it. I'm sure I'll be able to find it. If we go into, I think, let's browse. I'm pretty sure it's in read, and it might be the only one in read. And there it is. This is probably one of my favorite all-time lead sounds. I'm not kidding. From like either whether it's from hardware synths or synths I've heard or synths on the iPad or whatever. This sound is just absolutely awesome. Now I need to do some jiggery pokery with my MIDI settings. Here we go. Just engage that raw like that. And I love this sound so much. Now I do like to reduce, some of these sounds are really hot in Synth Master, so if we reduce the volume, and then I can turn the volume of the mixer up. See, this kind of sound sequenced like that. Brilliant. Brilliant sound. Brilliant sound. Where are we? Talking of Mellotrons. Another one of my favourites. Actually, the developer, Phil, he doesn't live far away from here. There's something incredibly special, isn't there? About the sound of... About the sound of Mellotrons. So this new version, Mellotron Pro, has a really cool trick where if you send the reverb space right up to the top there, like that, and then you put the reverb send all the way to the top, it kind of cuts out the actual... all you'll be hearing is the actual reverb. So you get this amazing wash sound like this. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? And then you can bring in the actual mix again. I like the vocals. Let's go to section 8. I like the vocals on Watch Your Mix. This is a nice sound as well. Have I got it mixed somewhere? Yeah, no, I'm just on A. So you can blend your mixes together. So you can hear that wash effect better there. Nice, very nice. VV. Let's see. Oh, Biotron Choir. This is fabulous as well. Built in, it has this is basically using it for external gear. I haven't worked out how to trigger the arpeggiator from the iPad, but you don't really need to, because you can record arpeggios into the iPad via this sort of thing in your sequencer and vice versa. But if you're playing it as a standalone thing, or you've got like an external drum machine MIDI'd up to it here, because it has all these cool things. You MIDI route in here, you standard MIDI in and out 5-pin DIN, sync in and out, CV output for modulation, gate and pitch. You can even plug a sustain pedal in. But if you sync it up with a drum machine, it's really cool. But you've got arpeggiate. Let me get on an an app that's got a cool kind of I think we can Poison's great for this kind of thing, but it can be quite loud as well. So I need to again go to settings, MIDI call. There we go. There we go. It's a cloud. So very percussive sound. Still polyphonic, but let's go back now and I'll show you how the KeyStep Arpeggiator works. So you have two choices, sequencer, arpeggiator. In arpeggiator mode, when you hit play like this, it arms the arpeggiator. So whatever you have your time division set at here, and I don't know if you can see, but you have quite a few. You have quarter, 8, 16, 32, and then quarter, triplet, 8 triplet, 16 triplet, 32 triplet. But it's very cool what you can do. Okay, so if hold isn't on, okay, so if you have hold on, it will just play the arpeggiator. And then what you can do is change the ARP mode. Random, order. So it can send and receive MIDI clock, and then you have a rate division here for the actual speed of it. So if we play that again. So you have all these different, and then the sequencer is the coolest thing ever. The sequencer is amazingly cool. So again, it works on the rate. If it's set to, I think this is set to internal on the dip switches. So these here, when it's in sequencer mode, these are 8. You can store up to 8 sequencers in here. And again, but this works the same for the sequencers, the time division. And the rate is the same as well, unless it's receiving MIDI clock from somewhere else. So if we go like with a sequence, as soon as we hit record like this, we can put a new sequence in. And then. But as soon as we press stop and we just play the sequence, we can change the key. And the time division. And the rate. But you can also control the gate amount that's coming through. So if the sound is ringing too much and you wanted your arpeggiator to cut off sort of thing, you just change the gate amount by holding shift and then choosing the percentage from 10 to 90. So let's set up a different sequence, because that was pretty naff actually. So let's do something like. So what it's done there is it's picked up that I've obviously played a couple of notes at the same time, because it will record polyphonically as well. Now you erase a sequence, it's easy. As soon as you hit record and you start playing again, that previous sequence is gone. If you don't, it's always saved. So you have to make sure that you take your fingers off the keyboard if you want it to be separate chunks, right? For instance, and you don't have to play it fast because your time is quantized then inside the KeyStep. So let's do the same thing. Doesn't matter, and it doesn't even matter if I've played it in time, right? So now take record off. And then if I hold shift and octave, I can then play over the top of that, and it will just play, if it's a polyphonic sound, of course, obviously. And you've got to make sure, obviously, that you're not running that polyphony on the synth, blah, blah, blah. You know, if it was a piano, it's fine. And then again, also, the other cool thing is that you can change shift and octave allows you to change the actual transposition. Yeah, the read master clock, it's fine. It's fine with that. Controlling external gears, absolutely fine. I just haven't worked out how to send the clock from the iPad into this, but there must be a way. Anyway, one more thing I'll show you on the sequencer side is if we record a sequence like this, but we can also throw in chords. Let's say I have a master clock going to it. Will it read that? Not if I'm right. I've had this being controlled by a drum machine. Press start on the drum machine and it switches this on whatever sequence I've got playing. And also, whatever synth I've got routed through AUM will obviously play as well, because it's reading the internal clock from this. But if I'm sending external clock out, but it worked. Well, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do, Sasha. One of the next videos I'll set up the drum machine, and it has standard MIDI out, so I just sent the MIDI out sent the MIDI out from the drum machine to the MIDI in here, and set the set to send clock out on the drum machine. That's important, obviously. So the drum machine let me go into the settings and send external clock, you know, so it's going out, sort of thing, and that worked fine. But anyway, you know, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it now, but the blinker drum machine's in its box down there, so. Anyway, I shall go now and have some lunch, I think. I know you like to stay with the master inside the iPad. No, I'm not particularly bothered about that. What was good about having it controlled with an external drum machine was I haven't got Cassini on here, so I'd have to sort of install it. But I'm going to go now. But what was good about it is I set this up in AUM, and instead of having AUM play sort of thing, I could program all the set, because you can change MIDI channels on here. You've got 16 MIDI channels. You just hold shift and select the MIDI. Like I'll shift into. Sorry, what have I done now? Stop. Am I receiving on Omni channels here? MIDI channel, right? Any. So let's set this to MIDI channel 1. Okay, back. And I'll set this to MIDI channel 1. So that's on MIDI channel 1. Yeah, I might live stream tonight. You never know. I might, if I can get the drum machine out and work that. I might show you how that works with, you know, anyway. But if I go shift now, channel 2, we've got nothing now because we've set Poison's MIDI channel to MIDI channel 1, shift back to 1. So if I've got this playing a synth in AUM, or AUM playing this, or no, this playing a synth in AUM. So I'm sending MIDI into the iPad, MIDI and clock into the iPad. It's very cool because I can swap channels and play all sorts of cool stuff, while the external drum machine is all controlling the MIDI clock of everything. It's great. It's great. And of course, it's good fun, you know. You'd never record it, but it's good for jamming. Anyway, guys, listen, thanks for joining me on this sunny, it's afternoon here in Cornwall. It's 2:15, sunny afternoon in Cornwall at Easter time. Over everybody's on holiday and having a nice break as well. If you're not, I'm really sorry, but I hope you are. And the Mini Lab can also change the mid. Yeah, I mean, these little MIDI controllers are fantastic, aren't they? You know, you can just change everything. Is it all working? Right, it's raining in Connecticut. I'm so sorry. It's nice here, but to be honest with you, it has been horrible here for ages and ages. Much later now. It was colder for a much longer time. Yeah, later, Spider. I'll speak to you. I'll speak to you later. We might live stream later as well. So I'm feeling brilliant. Top job, cool beans. Thank you very much for watching. And if you're still watching and you haven't struck that like, strike that like. Diddle-a-da, strike the like. Anyway, brilliant. Oh, thanks for joining as well. I hope you enjoyed that little. I do like doing stuff like this. It's much more interesting than just sticking with one thing for half an hour. Or that's why I kind of like setting up the AUM sessions. We'll have to do some matrix sessions, eight matrix sessions. So that'd be cool beans. And some Cubasis stuff as well. Anyway, brilliant. Thank you, guys. I'm going to stand up now because I have to stand up and switch off my stream thing, which is coming from the phone. Make sure I don't tie up on my thingy.